views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your Vajir holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. You have been beamed aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership for another exciting episode of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Hopefully, the engines are running well today. Hopefully, the gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and hopefully, the deflector array is still wearing its mask when it goes into Walmart so that the cast of the Golden Girls up front doesn't go, "Hey, you have to wear your mask." Anyway, folks, welcome once again. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I would tell you what's coming up on the show, but I don't know. I never know. It's always going to be crazy. We're going to talk about weird and wild and crazy things. I'm going to go over some great Father's Day gifts for the people that don't know what the hell to buy their father, which is probably 98% of people out there. You know, you can't buy your dad another wrench. He's already got 3 of that size. Okay? You don't need to get him another tie. He's got 200 ties, and he only wears them to weddings and funerals. You know what I'm saying? It's like flannel shirts. Okay, he wears it on Christmas when you give it to him, and you never see it again. Okay, so what are you going to get Dad that he can actually use and actually need? Nothing. So I'm going to give you a list of things that he doesn't need, probably won't use, but you're going to get him anyway. So that's all coming up. Classic episodes of Bad Movie Flashbacks, classic episodes of Just a Few Questions, and the brand spankingest new episode of Just a Few Questions that aired just yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern every Sunday, where we'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. The latest episode is called Vending Machine Madness. Vending Machine Madness, that's coming up. But don't forget, a couple of classic episodes before we get to that. And before we get to anything, we have to throw it in reverse. Like big time, and head back for a bit of a history lesson here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
June 7th, 1998. In Jasper, Texas, 3 white men chain a black man, James Byrd Jr., to a pickup truck, then drag him to his death. 2 of the men who dragged Byrd are later sentenced to death for the crime. The third receives life in prison. 1948. The Communists complete their takeover of Czechoslovakia as the country's president, Edvard Beneš, resigns. Communist rule lasts until the collapse of the Iron Curtain across Eastern Europe more than 4 decades later. 1981. Israeli military planes destroy a nuclear power plant in Iraq, then under Saddam Hussein's rule. Israel charges the facility could have been used to make nuclear weapons. 1972. In New York, the musical Grease, a teenage love story during high school in 1950s America, opens on Broadway. And 1958, Prince, the rock singer, songwriter, and musician whose hits include Purple Rain, Kiss, and 1999, is born in Minneapolis. Today in history, June 7th. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
Alrighty, folks, now that we're all educated about what happened in the past, it's time to get things underway this morning with some music for your Vajir holes. Nothing new. No. We've been playing this for quite some time. We're going back with some Soldier's Last Breath, and it's time to be cast from hell on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Nothing more, my body's so old. There's no God, take your soul free. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, rise and shine pudding. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, rise and shine pudding. Tommy.
Mom, it's not noon yet.
When I first saw you, girl, you know the spinning world came to a stop, yes it did. My heart was beating fast, My foot was on the gas. I could not stop till my tank went dry. You got me going out of my head. Not feeling the love you're not giving me. The same love that we're making. I ain't doing the time, you ain't shaking me. The same time that you're taking. Sometimes when time goes by, you know that love runs dry and things are not what they seem. But if you make a stand and play another hand, the tide will turn. You have nothing on me. You got me going out of my head. Not feeling the love you're not giving me. The same love that we're making. Not doing the time, you ain't shaking me. The same time that you're taking. Not feeling the love you're not giving me. The same love that we're making. I ain't doing the time, you ain't shaking me. The same time that you're taking. Should've never walked out that door. Should've brought it all back home. Now I'm tired of fooling around. I've done locked the door. Oh, yeah. So now I'm driving in the fast lane, going out of my brain, thinking how all it used to be. The clock was running slow. I think it's time to blow. Don't waste your time, put it all on me. You got me going out of my head. Not feeling the love you're not giving me. The same love that we're making. I ain't doing the time, you ain't shaking me. The same time that you're taking. I ain't feeling the love you're not giving me. The same love that we're making. I ain't doing the time, you ain't shaking me. The same time that you're taking.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Wonder Bread Alien Stone ain't never been to Harlem. Okay? But I still am the baddest mofo no down around this town. Anyway, folks, it is Alien Stone. It's time now for the punchlines. As always, the punchlines being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Real quick, just let me give you a little bit of a reminder of some of the brand spanking newest products coming out from Igor's Lube that are in testing phases right now. Like, I'm talking about Igor's brand new Doink and Dash bug out bag for one-night standers. That's right. Comes fully equipped with a tiny bottle of Igor's Lube, Whore Bath baby wipes, your favorite cologne, a fake ID, and an easy way to resist your shame. Okay, that's one of the brand new products. Also, for those of you out there that are getting sick to death of having to eat vegetarian and vegan meals with your significant other one, remember, you can always upgrade that vegetarian or vegan meal with Igor's Salty Meat Grease Salad Dressing. It's so greasy! Also, guys, don't forget that an add-on product for those of you doing those one-night stands out there that are partying out there in those bars and such, before you go home, make sure that you apply a nice thick layer of Igor's Stripper Dust Stripper. That's right. It'll remove all glitter that is remaining behind after that little romp that you took with Sapphire over there at Sultry Nights in the city. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, folks, it's now time for the punchlines. And what I'm going to tell you right now, folks, is the reason why I bring you so many products there is there is a company. You're going to have to look them up because the name, just like bands, they don't include the name in their freaking posts. This company is my hero, okay? What they do is they have a complete line of fake products that don't exist. They're funny products. All they have are the packaging for these fake products. As you can see, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch right now, I put up one of those boxes. It's for their patented fart filter. That's right. It's like a tiny little butt plug that you insert into your rectum, and when you fart, it filters out the smell and the sound, so nobody can hear or smell it. Right now, it says right on the box, it's a fart filter personal flatulence plug. Inserts in under 3 seconds. And the guy in the front has his thumb up. No, it's not his thumb up. He's got something else up. But he's giving the thumbs up, and it says, "You'll forget it's up there." Now, obviously, there is no fart filter personal flatulence plug. But you can order this box from this company. Then you get a real present for your dad, your wife, your significant other, your brother, friend, whoever. And you put the real present inside this box. Wrap it up and give it to them. That is the gift that gives on top of the gift. You know what I'm saying? They took the smart-ass greeting card and doubled down on it. You know what I'm saying? This thing is great. I love this. Because if you actually had a fake product inside this box, it would just be something... they would never use it, obviously. They would never take it out of the box. So the comical part is just the funniness of the fake product. So actually having one takes that away. It would also charge you a whole lot more money for that box. What do you think, folks? Should Igor's Lube follow the footsteps on this? Would you be able to go to igorslube.com and pick up boxes for all of his products? I think that would be kind of awesome, don't you think? Like, what if you went there and you picked up a nice jar that you could put, say, peanut butter in, but on the outside it says Igor's turkey gravy flavored mayonnaise, Igor's bird batter, here, batter, 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 yum. See what I'm saying? That'd be funny. Anyway, folks, that has been the punchline. In your face. All right, we're going to do some more music for your Vajir holes before we go into a short break here at the bottom of the hour, at which time we will return with a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. And what the heck? I don't even remember the episode that we're going to be doing here of Just a Few Questions. We're going to be doing reincarnation. That's right. So that means D-Unit's going to find out that he has had previous lives that he has lived, and we're going to find out what's happened in his previous lives. Creepy, right? I don't know. That's coming up after all this. But first, more music for your Vajir holes. Let's see. Let's go over here to the Alien X Radio top tracks folder and find one of our top artists. Why am I... It's like, I played that. It's like, I got to find something I have not played. Well, screw that. I'm going to play something I have played. How about some hidden track on the Creeping Chaos album? This one's called Lady High Jacket. I love this tune, man. You are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Tick-tock goes the clock in the evening, my hand closed off. Following the articles to do the easy work where the soil is still soft.
broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
What is up, sports fans? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The LA Lakers have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs, which sucks for the team as a whole, but more importantly for a specific player. While the team did their part, which unfortunately was not enough against the Phoenix Suns, former Laker Magic Johnson ripped guard Dennis Schroeder for his lackluster performance, saying in an interview with LA's AM 570, quote, "I don't think he brings the winning mentality and attitude we need," end quote. Harsh words for the former president of the organization, who is usually known for pulling his punches when talking about the team he called home many years ago. No telling if his words will influence the current front office, but with someone as famous as him, he still may be able to shake things up. Speaking of shaking things up, many teams have parted ways with their coaches, some of them that were just in the playoffs. The Orlando Magic have dismissed Steve Clifford after 3 seasons with the team. The decision was made after several lengthy meetings between Clifford and the front office, and both have made an agreement to part ways. The Portland Trail Blazers have fired coach Terry Stotts after 9 seasons and a dismal first-round exit against the Denver Nuggets. Stotts was the second winningest coach in franchise history with 402 wins and 8 straight playoff appearances. But the most shocking one of all is the Boston Celtics needing a new coach, but for a different reason. Brad Stevens has been promoted from head coach to team president after it was announced that Danny Ainge has decided to step down from that position. Stevens says that he feels, quote, invigorated by his new position and will do, quote, what's best for the Celtics, end quote. When you're the face of a team, your influence can be felt everywhere. Just ask former Laker Magic Johnson, and he doesn't even play anymore. But Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers does, at least for now with the Cheeseheads. The drama is still hot within the organization after drafting a quarterback this year, and is felt not only from the players who have voiced their opinion on the matter, but the fans as well, who saw Rodgers as a savior after he took over for Brett 5 years ago. The sight of seeing Rodgers leave has been weighing heavily on the Packers faithful, and with no end in sight, it may spell doom for the team at a discipline standpoint. Coach Matt LaFleur and General Manager Brian Gutekunst have visited Rodgers during the offseason and have had lengthy talks that highlighted his concerns, such as not taking the past few drafts seriously and bringing in players the team needs, and rather taking those that might replace him, such as Jordan Love last year. Rodgers stated in an interview that he has no ill will for his projected successor, but has instead questioned the culture of the organization, saying in part, quote, "I love Jordan. He's a great kid. Love the coaching staff, my teammates, the fan base. It's just kind of about a philosophy and maybe forgetting that it's about the people that make things go. It's about character, it's about culture, it's about doing things the right way," end quote. Hopefully his words will be heard before his footsteps are. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The highly anticipated rock anthem of 2021 has arrived. The Dead Daisies return with Like No Other off the chart-topping album Holy Ground. Glenn Hughes, Doug Aldrich, David Lowy, and Tommy Klepetos unleash Like No Other.
2021.
Get the album Holy Ground now. And request Like No Other 2021 on your rock station. And check out tour dates kicking off June 23rd at thedeaddaisies.com. Holy Ground, like no other 2021. The Dead Daisies 2021 is about to get louder.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Inside this room, all of my dreams become realities.
All right, folks, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. We're screaming through the galaxy, or at least talking really loud in the back row of the movie theater, pissing everybody else off because they finally get to watch a movie theater that isn't on HBO Max. And we are broadcasting on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, a Western Reserve Digital Radio Network, and many, many others in live broadcasts. And then in syndication and replay around the world, other fantastic stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, and the WRPR Rat Pack Radio Network, as well as many, many others. Wherever it is that you are tuned, wherever it is that you are listening, you can give me a call at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Big shout-out going out to all of my listeners wherever you are. Just a real quick scan here. Listeners in Coventry, the United Kingdom. We got Houston, Texas. We've got New Jersey. We've got Milford, Michigan. That's like right around the corner. I could like almost spit over there. And then we go international once again. Big shout out to Germany listeners and people in Finland. Thank you for joining me this morning or this afternoon or whatever time it is according to your daylight savings time and your clock, even though it is now and now is now. Just remember, now is always now. Speaking of now being now, let's right now go back in time just a little bit. This seems very short. Hopefully this is not cut off because we have so many Just a Few Questions episodes. And it's just shocking me that this is only 6.5 minutes long. And our new episodes are like 32 minutes long. So hopefully this doesn't cut off or something weird. But we're going to go back to 6/10/2018. Reincarnation is the name of this Just a Few Questions. And this is how it transpired.
Oh, what have I got? I've got...
Just a few questions.
Got just a few questions for you, bro.
All right.
Actually, let me keep this over here so we have some more stuff to talk about. Okay. All right,
Just a few questions.
My first question for you, this is the theme today.
I love it with themes.
It's themed, okay? It's all reincarnation involved. Okay, so question number one.
Question number one.
After speaking to a psychic, you learned that in a previous life, you were an Egyptian pharaoh. After being stabbed to death by your own people, you were mummified and placed in a tomb for eternity. Much like in life today, during sleep, you can rise to the occasion. Today, you might call it pitching a tent. What would you have called it back in the ancient Egyptian times? A, pitching a kayamayaya. B, erecting an obelisk. C, wielding the pharaoh's staff. Or D, the asp and the pyramid.
I'm going to go with D.
You can go with D, the asp and the pyramid.
Yep.
All right. I don't think it could be possibly wrong.
No. They're all good.
But the Kayamayaya is actually, I'm sure I'm saying that totally wrong. That is actually an ancient Egyptian tent.
Is it?
Yes, it actually is. And you know what an obelisk is, right? It's like the Washington Monument is an obelisk.
Right.
So erecting an obelisk, that was funny. Wielding the pharaoh's staff, yeah. But yeah, Asp and the Pyramid. We'll go with that one.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool movie too.
It's not. Man, you did some serious thinking and.
We just started this.
Oh, jeez. Bring it.
Question
number
two. The psychic also tells you that in another life, you were a prisoner serving a life sentence in a Turkish prison for stealing a pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes from the Museum of Tobacco and Ladies Footwear in Ankara. Okay? What do you think you would be willing to trade those cigarettes for during your time in the big house? A, protection from other inmates while weeping in the yard. B, your own cell so you don't have to poop in front of anyone else. C, a complete copy of the prison's blueprints and all system schematics. Or D, a sharpened toothbrush and the name of the giant Turkish inmate that will eventually rape and murder you. That's a tough decision.
Right?
You're like, oh, the schematics and all that, but what if I don't succeed? And I was back in jail.
But I could also... Wow.
Dilemmas.
I'm going to go B.
You're going to go with B.
Yep.
You want your own cell so that you don't have to poop in front of anyone.
Exactly.
Okay. At least you can poop in comfort until...
Maybe I can just stay in my whole cell.
Until you're eventually raped and murdered.
I probably don't want to be there anyway, so...
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Right.
These are all bad.
Right. Just get it over with. Might just rape and murder myself. In my own cell.
Right. All right, so finally, question
number three.
Among all the ways the psychic told you that you die in your previous lives, which would you consider a more exciting end to your life story if one was to be written? A, you get stabbed to death by your not-so-loyal subjects. B, you get raped and murdered by a giant Turkish prisoner.
Going back to the Turkey thing,
right.
Huh?
Yeah, we're going back there. Can't escape that.
I never go to Turkey.
Don't go. You drowned in the engineering room of the Titanic as a stowaway. Or D, you overdose on pills and have a heart attack while taking a dump in a Las Vegas hotel bathroom.
What was the question again?
These are all the ways that the psychic told you that you're going to die in all your other lives.
Okay.
How you died. So, which one do you think would be a more exciting end to your life story if one was going to be written?
I want D. Absolutely.
You want D, so you're going to overdose on pills.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to go out.
I'm a famous rock star.
You want to do
just
the Elvis.
Just got done playing freaking... Yes.
You're going to pull the Elvis.
Yes. That's how I'll be known.
All right.
Not accidentally killing myself or anything like that. Well, it would be an accident. Yeah. Partying like a rock star.
See,
let me go out.
Your willingness to party like a rock star automatically made you completely and totally miss the entire trick question part of it. Because I was waiting for you to say C. Because like the first one is stabbed to death by your not so lovely soy. I don't want to go down as like a traitor or whatever. That's no good. Raped and murdered? No.
What was C?
Okay, and then the overdose thing. But C was you drowned in the engineering room of the Titanic. You know, like, that'd be like, oh, wow, that's famous, right? But it says as a stowaway. So if you were a stowaway, nobody knows you're there.
Right.
So how would anybody be able to write that part of your story?
Exactly.
They'd just be like, I don't know, man. He was at the docks and he disappeared.
You just said drown and it freaked me out.
Oh,
so for sure.
Yeah, the drowning thing, I said why. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's not a good way to go.
But that, sir...
was just a few questions?
That was just a few questions.
Oh.
We made it through.
was a deep, just a few questions. And I'm excited to know that I've had more than just one life.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
At the far end of the universe, there is a planet ruled by a being of utter evil. And there is only one man who dares challenge him. They are locked in a battle to the death. A battle that will take them across the heavens.
Stop him!
A battle that will finally be fought
I want them hunted down and brought to me!
across the face
Police! Nobody move!
of Earth.
I think I'm gonna need some backup.
Can you show us the way?
No.
Somebody help me!
Julie!
From a distant galaxy, they have come to Earth. Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. Frank Langella as Skeletor. Only they have the powers to be masters of the universe. Live the adventure.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Welcome back, everybody. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, originating from inside the mothership on Alien X Radio in Taylor/Detroit, Michigan, United States of America, Earth, Milky Way Galaxy. Man, now I want a candy bar. Oh, I almost said the secret word, candy bar. Man, I tell you what. You know what? I don't know what it is about me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I am part alien. I don't know. But every time I say, hey, what's your favorite candy bar? Or what's your favorite potato chip? Or what's your favorite anything? I'm always different than everybody else's answer. Like, I'm going to say, hey, man, what's your favorite candy bar? Somebody would be like, Snickers. I like Snickers. I do. But almost nobody says Three Musketeers. I do. That's my favorite. It's Three Musketeers. Most people are like, that's a weird candy bar, man. I don't know what that fluffy stuff is on the... I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's delicious. That's what it is. It's delicious. And also, the most sugar in any candy bar is the Three Musketeers. I know it sucks. My favorite candy bar has the most sugar. You would have to open up a regular candy bar and pour sugar into it for it to reach the sugar content of a Three Musketeer. That's what the fluffy stuff is in there, dude. It's fat. It's sugar and fat. That's why. That's why it's delicious. Have you ever gone anywhere and got something that said sugar-free, fat-free? Yeah, it's also flavor-free. Thank you for taking all the flavor out. Why don't you just boil a chicken breast and eat that? Yummy! Come on, folks. There's a reason why the earth is coated in salt. Okay? We need to season our food. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. I have no idea at all. We're going to talk about something here I got on this list. We talked about the prank. Oh, that's right. Father's Day gifts. Let's go over some of these. Let me fade out this music. It gets a little loud and obnoxious in my ears sometimes. All right, folks. So, Father's Day is coming up next weekend. And you can't get him a tie because we've already established that most dads wear their ties for weddings and funerals. Okay, yes, there are dads out there that wear ties to work all the time, but they're not going to wear the SpongeBob tie that you bought him for Christmas. Okay, chances are that's frowned upon at the law firm he works at or the architect firm that he works at. Okay, if he's required to wear a tie, chances are it can't be a hula dancer on it. Okay, just saying. Can't say number one dad, and it can't light up in sparkles and stuff. Yeah, those are great gifts when you're 6 to give to your dad. Okay, then you grow up a little bit and you say, hey, I'm going to get him a flannel shirt so he can stay warm in the wintertime. And then he wears it for the rest of Christmas Day. And you never see it again. Now, there are some dads out there that wear flannels every single solitary day. They're called lumberjacks, but they're also called dads and grandpas. And they wear flannel. So, yes, that could be a good gift. But still, how many flannels can he fit in that freaking closet? They're pretty thick, right? So, now, don't get him a tie. Can't get him the flannel. You can't get him a wrench because he's already got 3 10-millimeter sockets. Yeah, he does. Keeps losing it, and then he finds it after he buys another one. You know how it goes. He's even got, like, several sets of screwdrivers that he heated up and bent into weird positions so that they could do one particular job one day, and he still got it in the drawer. So he doesn't need any tools. The fancy power tools, yeah, he might want one of those, but who's got $1,300 to drop on a saw for Father's Day? Okay? You could. You might. Okay? But let's go through a list of some of these brilliant ideas that you could get your dad that he does not see coming. Just blindside dad on Father's Day with some of these gifts. Okay, I'm sure that he had no idea that when you handed him a box of cookies and said, Happy Father's Day, he was like, really? A box of cookies? So to be nice, just like when he put on the flannel shirt on Christmas morning, or when he put the tie around his neck and, continued opening the rest of the presents, he opens up the package of cookies and pulls one out to eat one and notices that every cookie has a picture of him on it. They're dad cookies. Stupid. But yes, you can get, they're little flat cookies that you can get printed up with dad's picture on them. Now, let's remove Father's Day from that idea for a moment, and let's apply that to more practical uses like children's birthday parties and, maybe advertising type things like give out cookies at a bake sale or something with the name of your company on it, like business cards, edible business cards. Things like those make sense, okay? But cookies with dad's face on it for Father's Day? I don't know. Maybe get him a flannel again. This one, not a bad idea as far as ideas go, and I'm sure that it was thought of in the bathroom. It is called the Brilliant Ideas I Had While I Was Pooping Notebook. It's just a notebook, folks, like any other notebook, except it says that on the front of it, and you leave it in the bathroom with a little pen next to it. So when Dad has another brilliant idea while he's pushing one out, he could take note to it, and then we'll check it out later. Just leave it in the bathroom, though. Don't bring it out of the bathroom and throw it onto the kitchen table to read it later, okay? Just don't. Cross-contamination and such. What about the backpack canopy mobile shade unit? That's right. You strap it on your back, and when it gets hot outside or it starts raining, you just it pulls up over top of your head. Kind of like, like a baby, one of those little baby bassinet things that you carry around with you or whatever. I don't know, baby things. And a little top goes over top of it to keep the sun out of their eyes. Yeah, except it straps onto their back so they can be hands-free and gets the sun out of their eyes and the rain off their head, I guess. Deer Slayer venison-flavored whiskey. I'm not a whiskey drinker, but I know many people are, and I know many dads are, and they like all different kinds of specialty whiskeys. Venison-flavored, I don't know, but people who are really into venison and into hunting and into whiskey, I can see this. I can see this as actually being a really decent gift. I mean, it definitely beats the bottle of High Karate that I got my dad back in the 80s, No, he didn't. That was not a drink. That was a cologne for everybody who's under the age of 40. High Karate was a cologne way back in the day. Stupid name, I know. Like after karate, you definitely don't smell good. Okay. So the fishing pole weenie and marshmallow roaster. It's a fishing pole with a metal cable that hangs down to some hooks that you put your weenies on or your marshmallows, and you dangle them over the fire, and you roast them, and then you can reel them in and eat them. And again, this is one of those things where a kid thinks it's a cool gift. You buy it for your dad, and then your dad actually gets the most fun out of watching you use it to cook your weenies and your marshmallows. So it is kind of a good gift if you're a younger kid giving to your dad. It does work out pretty good. The Pool Punisher Army Tank Pool Floaty. It is a pool floaty, like a raft type thing that you can get inside of. It is shaped just like a tank. It's got the turret on top where you sit inside the turret. It looks like a tank on the water with the gun and everything. I had pointed out during Inside the Mothership yesterday that if they had added a small pump where the hose can go down into the pool, and then like a trigger, and then the actual gun could be like a water gun. You just pull the trigger and it just pumps from the pool. That'd be awesome. I want one now. Second place dad ribbon. Wow. We always hear number one dad. Usually number one dad. It's usually a mug. T-shirts say it sometimes too. Plaques. But yes, you always see the number one ribbon, the number one dad ribbon. Well, this is the second place dad ribbon for stepfathers, I guess. The Sippin' Stogie, again, whoever it was that was on the list to get the Deer Slayer venison-flavored whiskey, this would be a good one for him, too. It is a rock glass that comes with whiskey rocks to put in the bottom, and there's a cutout notch in the side of the glass where a cigar can slide right in there. So people that like to sit in old, smelly mahogany bars on leather, drinking whiskey or brandy or those kinds of things with, in rock glasses and smoke cigars, bam, this is a great gift. This is a great gift. And they will appreciate this. But obviously this is a gift that an older child gives to their father. The disappointed sigh button. So your dad doesn't have to always, he can save his breath and just pull out the little thing, hit the button, and go, for him. And I'm sure he'll use it right away as soon as he opens it. The Friends Rubber Duck Collection. I don't know why this is on a list for Father's Day. Why would this be a gift for Father's Day? It's a small couch, little tiny couch that goes on your desk, and then they have rubber ducks. Yes, they made rubber ducks like you'd put in a bathtub for kids, except each one of them are designed to look like all the cast members of Friends. Okay. I don't get this as a Father's Day present at all. I do see this as a great present for somebody who collects television memorabilia or maybe likes Friends or is not your father. Maybe your dad collects that stuff. I don't know. This is a great one. Evidence Brand Marijuana. It's a marijuana company, folks. They actually they grow and they produce marijuana. But instead of getting it in a tube or in a jar or in a regular plastic bag, it comes in a cellophane bag rolled up as though Ray gave it to you. And then they put it inside of their bag, which is designed to look exactly like a police evidence bag. And it says evidence on it. And that's the brand name, Evidence Marijuana. That's kind of cool if your dad's a stoner. Okay, if your dad's a stoner, that's real good. Or maybe if you're a stoner, you could buy it for yourself and take the weed out and replace it with oregano and give it to him as a joke gift. I don't know. And you could put it in one of those fake boxes that we were talking about earlier. The Romp Him, absolutely not. If you buy your father a Romp Him, he is going to kick you out into the street. And he will not feed you anymore, and he will not love you. Okay, don't do it. Men do not wear rompers. Let me say that again. Men do not wear rompers, and actually most women won't wear rompers. They're stupid. If you don't know what a romper is, you're ahead of the game, and you're okay. That's good. All right? You don't need to know what a romper is. It's stupid. The Hickaway is a specially designed straw to help you avoid getting the hiccups. I don't know how it works. It's kind of like a telescoping looking. It's a weird looking straw, and supposedly when you drink from the straw, it will stop you from getting the hiccups from drinking too fast, drinking too slow, or whatever. I think what it is just a mental game. It's like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. It's like, you do not get the hiccups. You will not get the hiccups because you're drinking out of a special straw. Okay? I don't know about that. And the Cockamamie is a poop trivia game that I would love to play. Okay? I'm just saying, it would be fun. D-Unit, he has expressed that he would walk off the show if I did a whole show about poop trivia. So we won't be doing that. We can handle a little poop. We just can't get too deep in it. Know what I'm saying? Can't get too deep in it. Anyway, folks, it is about that time for another short break. Pausing the action for station identification. And we'll be coming back with hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. More punchlines on the way. More music for your Vajir holes. Comedy, your calls, bad movie flashbacks, and just a few questions. Go nowhere.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some Freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cooling. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear. Gummy bear. Fucking
When a woman screams, I just feel the need to be there. Oh man, this place is weird.
Alrighty, folks. So welcome is hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. We are blasting through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds into your Vajir holes on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio Network, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. And in syndication and replay around the world on stations like K89, Mile High Radio, Good Talk Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Prod Core Radio, 97.1 KGSB FM, Get Smash Radio, 24.7 The Stream, and 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York. Well, once again, folks, we know it's early in the morning. It's Monday. You're at work, staring at your screen, contemplating quitting and walking into traffic. But don't worry, I'm here to get you at least until lunch. Okay? For those of you that are on the other side of the planet where now isn't now for some reason because of time change, I'm here to get you through the second half of your day. Okay? Wherever it is that you are listening, you can always give me a call at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919 between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 noon Eastern on Mondays. Does that help you? If now is not now, that'll at least whether or not you should call. If it's outside of that time frame, guess what? Studio's all dark and shut down, and I'm someplace else listening to somebody else's show. That's how that goes. Anyway, folks, music for the Vajir Holes, as I said, on the way. Punchlines, just a few questions, bad movie flashbacks, and all of that. So let's go ahead and start things. I haven't played this in quite a bit. I'm going to play it right now. This is by an artist, calls himself Sun. S-O-N, Sun. It's Y&M is the name of the tune. Yes, it's a kind of a mellow tune, folks. It starts off really mellow. There is a nice, very gradual build in this track. So, sue me. I like it. So, we're going to go Y&M by Sun, and you are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Yeah, we know there's Don't you mind if we save this place? For you
This is Jamie from Rain, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
control me. Control me.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please, no, not that.
It was a night like any other night. Then something happened. Why here? Why now? Why clowns?
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Soon they'll be doing it at a theater near you.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Maybe they're just cruising through the galaxy and stopped here for a bite to eat.
You don't need a police, pal. You need a psychiatrist. They want to play games? They're messing with the wrong guy.
What are you in for?
Killer clowns from outer space. It's crazy.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun. of Harlem.
All right, folks, it's once again time for the punchlines. And as always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Remember, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. Also, guys, don't forget some of his side projects out there, some businesses coming to you soon that you might want to go and visit, like Buffalo Bill's Deep Fried Skins. We'll drop you a basket. That's right. Pickup or delivery. Also, look for a concert coming to you very, very soon, brought to you by Igor's Lube. Igor's Lube is proud to present Prison Wallet and their special guest, Liquid Spam Tank, Tattoo Face, and DJ Shanksalot. It's the Turkish Prison Music Festival, brought to you by Igor's Lube. Also, Billy Bob's Backyard Barbecue and Taxidermy. That's right, we'll cook it, we'll stuff it, and send it home with you. All right, folks. Now time for the punchlines. And I totally forgot what the punchlines were. Talking to you about my sponsors, and I lose the actual punchlines. What were we going to talk about? Oh, that's right. This is what we're going to talk about, folks. Fashion. We're going to talk to you about fashion. I have said this before, and everybody argues with me because they don't understand where I'm coming from this. Just like now is now, my philosophies that people don't get. Fashion doesn't exist, folks. There's no such thing as fashion. Nothing is in fashion or out of fashion. You could be wearing a loincloth. You could be wearing a toga. You could be wearing an Armani suit. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It's all about just what you want to wear. There is no such thing as fashion. What dictates fashion? 10 or 20 super rich weirdos that design clothes that live in mansions someplace. That they design some weird stuff and they say, okay, this is what we're all going to wear now. And everybody that's watching them goes, oh, I want to be like the rich weirdo in the mansion. So now everybody dresses that way. You can wear white any time of the year. It doesn't matter, Labor Day, before, after Labor Day. It doesn't matter. You don't have to wait till certain days to wear certain clothes. You can wear your ugly Christmas sweater in August if you want. Fashion doesn't exist. And right here's an example of why you should not pay attention to fashion, folks. This is one of the newest things for those of you watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I just pulled up an actual photo of the brand spankinest new fashion trend. The company is called Wet Pants Denim. They look... it's a wet look with a dry feel, folks. That's right. They are denim blue jeans made to look like you have pissed your pants. Yes, it's darkened all around the crotch area in that vicinity, and it definitely looks like you didn't make it to the restroom and you pissed your pants. So obviously it's much darker blue, and yes, folks, for those of you who want a more authentic look, you can get white Wet Pants Denim with yellow stains for that authentic realism that you're going for. I don't understand, folks. I don't understand. This is not a joke present. This is an actual company that actually sells these. And why do they sell them? Because people are buying them. Yeah. Why are you buying them? Because you were told by 5 to 10 weirdos in mansions that this is now the fashion. Remember that summer where everybody was wearing their shirts and their pants backwards because that was the fashion trend? I don't think it was a fashion trend. I just think 5 to 10 weirdos got really drunk and dressed in the dark. Okay? That's what I think really happened. And you were all jumping on that bandwagon. Drunken backwards dressing weirdos. All right, folks. Fashion doesn't exist. And that has been the punchlines. Gotta find some music for your vajir holes before we take a short break. A pause in the action for station identification. I think John LeBang will fill the bill just fine with a little sacrifice on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Once upon a time, you were by my side. time. But now you're hard to find. Always here before. No, no, no. You don't have the time, make a sacrifice. Living my life all around you. Make me decide to sacrifice. Yeah. I make a sacrifice to keep our music alive. I make a sacrifice to keep our music Once upon a time, you were by my side. But all would take our music away.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
What is up, sports fans? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The LA Lakers have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs, which sucks for the team as a whole, but more importantly for a specific player. While the team did their part, which unfortunately was not enough against the Phoenix Suns, former Laker Magic Johnson ripped guard Dennis Schroeder for his lackluster performance, saying in an interview with LA's AM 570, quote, "I don't think he brings the winning mentality and attitude we need," end quote. Harsh words for the former president of the organization, who is usually known for pulling his punches when talking about the team he called home many years ago. No telling if his words will influence the current front office, but with someone as famous as him, he still may be able to shake things up. Speaking of shaking things up, many teams have parted ways with their coaches, some of them that were just in the playoffs. The Orlando Magic have dismissed Steve Clifford after 3 seasons with the team. The decision was made after several lengthy meetings between Clifford and the front office, and both have made an agreement to part ways. The Portland Trailblazers have fired coach Terry Stotts after 9 seasons at a dismal first-round exit against the Denver Nuggets. Stotts was the second winningest coach in franchise history with 402 wins and 8 straight playoff appearances. But the most shocking one of all is the Boston Celtics needing a new coach, but for a different reason. Brad Stevens had been promoted from head coach to team president after it was announced that Danny Ainge has decided to step down from that position. Stevens says that he feels, quote, invigorated by his new position and will do, quote, what's best for the Celtics, end quote. When you're the face of a team, your influence can be felt everywhere. Just ask former Laker Magic Johnson, and he doesn't even play anymore. But Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers does, at least for now with the Cheeseheads. The drama is still hot within the organization after drafting a quarterback this year, and it's felt not only from the players who have voiced their opinion on the matter, but the fans as well, who saw Rodgers as a savior after he took over for Brett 5 years ago. The sight of seeing Rodgers leave has been weighing heavily on the Packers faithful, and with no end in sight, it may spell doom for the team at a discipline standpoint. Coach Matt LaFleur and general manager Brian Gutekunst have visited Rodgers during the offseason and have had lengthy talks that highlighted his concerns, such as not taking the past few drafts seriously and bringing in players the team needs, and rather taking those that might replace him, such as Jordan Love last year. Rodgers stated in an interview that he has no ill will for his projected successor, but has instead questioned the culture of the organization, saying in part, quote, "I love Jordan. He's a great kid. Love the coaching staff, my teammates, the fan base. It's just kind of about a philosophy and maybe forgetting that it's about the people that make things go. It's about character, it's about culture, it's about doing things the right way," end quote. Hopefully his words will be heard before his footsteps are. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect out.
What a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The highly anticipated rock anthem of 2021 has arrived. The Dead Daisies return with Like No Other off the chart-topping album Holy Ground. Glenn Hughes, Doug Aldrich, David Lowy, and Tommy Klepetos unleash Like No Other
2021.
Get the album Holy Ground now and request Like No Other 2021 on your rock station. And check out tour dates kicking off June 23rd at thedeaddaisies.com. Holy Ground, like no other 2021. The Dead Daisies 2021 is about to get louder.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon, Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
And welcome back, everybody. You didn't even feel that turn, did you? That's right. We're in the second half of the broadcast, which means the inertia cancelers are doing their job. The gravitational plates are gravitating, and the deflector array is still wearing its mask, regardless as to its vaccination status. Welcome to the second half of the broadcast, everybody. More music for your Vajir holes, of course, on the way. Bad movie flashbacks, ridiculous stories, York phone calls at 1313-444-8919 or Skype at AlienStone1. See what else we got going on here. The brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions coming up next hour, but right now it is time to flashback a little bit to June 6th of 2019. That's right, it was before the shit hit the fan and the whole world went crazy. Okay? So it'll go to show that it wasn't the pandemic that twisted my brain. It was twisted before that. Okay? It was twisted long before that. But we're going to do a little thing called the Great Body Jumper. And it is just a few questions on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Answer just a few questions.
All right, everybody. It's a little early, but it's now time for just a few questions. You will answer some just a few questions.
Oh, will I?
Yes.
Oh.
And
who's it brought to you by?
Also in the studio, also answering just a few questions. Yeah. Black Heron.
All right.
So ready? Give it up, everybody. Yes, nice.
Yeah, slap hands. Slap hands.
All right. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturday nights for Sporkle Live with DJ Wild Bill. And now you can order online for delivery with Uber Eats and Grubhub at www.ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. Are you ready to answer just a few questions?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Oh, look at this. See, I'm not even prepared here. Let's get this ready.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. All right. You went to bed last night just like any other night, but when you woke up, you felt a bit different. You no longer felt like yourself. You flash back and remember to the movie Freaky Friday and start to imagine what it would be like if you switched bodies with someone.
John Travolta.
Oh well, you decide it's time to get up. But there's something wrong. You don't have any legs.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan.
You don't have any arms.
Torso boy.
You don't have a human form.
Wow.
It's not Friday, but it's definitely freaky. You have somehow switched bodies with the 1980s television icon Kit from Knight Rider.
What?
What? That is correct.
So I'm now
Took
Kit.
a left turn.
You are now Kit from Knight Rider. You are now a black Firebird Trans Am with a sweeping red light for a grill. You roar out of the garage and down the driveway out into traffic. What do you think are some of the benefits and downfalls of your new condition? A, you have a turbo boost, and you can outrun any other car on the road, including the police. But you're a black car with black leather interior, and if you still had balls, I'm sure that you would sweat them off in the summertime.
Yeah.
B, you have retractable machine guns, so you can clear the roadway of morons ahead of you. But even though you have an array of high-tech gadgets and weaponry, you still only have a blue book value of a 36-year-old car. Or C, you get to hang out with the world's renowned recording artist and superstar, David Hasselhoff.
The Hoff.
Hoffman.
But he's going to be inside you.
Oh.
Ooh.
No one wants that. Without a shirt.
Oh, I like that. He's adding stuff now. I like that. D, you are fireproof, bulletproof, and can sustain several direct missile strikes. You're practically indestructible, but Eddie Murphy can still take you out by putting his banana in your tailpipe.
That was good.
We're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Igor's Lube, everybody. Igor's Lube. Banana in the
To get the
tailpipe.
banana out of your tailpipe.
Or in. Or both. Slowly.
No, man, you got to say them more so.
I ain't gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe.
And go.
I'm gonna go with B.
B, you have retractable machine guns so that you can clear the roadway of morons ahead of you, but even though you have an array of high-tech gadgets and weaponry, you still only have a blue book value of a 36-year-old car.
Don't care.
Cool.
I'm still blowing bitches up.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Out the way, I'm late for work.
I'm going with the banana in the tailpipe.
Always.
You want to be...
Go with the banana in the tailpipe.
Achilles heel.
I'm going to go with A.
Going with A. Because you have the turbo charger and you can blow off any, blow off.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. You can blow away any other car on the road, including the police.
Yeah.
But you're going to sweat your balls off in the hot black car.
That don't matter.
That's true. You just roll down all the windows.
Yeah. You know?
Go with the breeze going. And hey, it's an old car, too. That means that the air conditioner has that old vent there, the ball cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be all right.
It's like the old Sabre.
You're totally fine.
Two down at 150.
I'm going to go with B as well.
You're going with B as well because the machine guns are awesome.
Yeah, like who doesn't want to clear morons
Who
out
cares what
in
it's
front
worth?
of you?
I'm with you.
It's a matter of what it's worth to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to me, a 36 year old car, it could be worth $50, but if I can blow somebody off,
What?
Wah, wah. Blow somebody up.
I can hear the auto-tune version of that now.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Right.
Well, I'm going with B as well because I know what I'm worth. You know?
All right.
All right.
All right. Simple.
All right, cool. So there was no wild card answer on that one. But the bonus question is, what do you think? Make one up.
David Hasselhoff.
Give me a good reason why it would be awesome to be Kit. And then the reason it would be bad.
Pass.
Pass.
I mean, good one, dude.
You could do that with the turbocharger right around.
It's already a win. I've always wanted to own a fucking Thunderbird.
I don't know. Did Kit from Knight Rider have like the oil spill thing?
Trans Am.
He had everything. He could fly even at one point, I think. At one point, little wings came out.
I've never seen Knight Rider.
No?
So this is a hard question.
Yeah,
So
I only saw the bench warmers.
I think it'd be
Mel
cool.
had the car.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you know about it, but you never saw it, yeah.
I think it would be cool to have the oil spill so when people are tailgating, you can just hit the oil spill thing and they can spin out. But a downside would be is
Instead of oil spill, it's Igor's lube.
Yeah. Hashtag Igor's lube.
Better than an oil spill.
Slippier than an oil spill.
You have to get hosed down.
But then, the downside would be Hasselhoff with no shirt on having to clean your car.
Oh, God.
in your driveway.
While listening to Whitesnake songs.
Oh. That's like a mental stain, man.
Love that I'm
Be able
feeling?
to drive it.
Anybody got another one?
Anybody?
I don't got anything.
No. Pass.
The Gene Simmons vault will not fit inside.
That's true. It's pretty large.
It will if you use Igor's lube.
Yeah.
It's a
Anything will fit inside.
Marshall today, man.
All right. So, question number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 2 is, so, after an amazing day as Kit, you head back to the garage and go to sleep. When you wake up, you realize that it has happened again. But this time, you have switched bodies with the Hedgehog. No, I'm not talking about the Sega game character. I'm talking about the porn star, Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
horrible.
Given your pop culture knowledge, how do you think a normal day would go for you as Ron Jeremy? A, wake up and climb out from under a pile of naked people, make a cup of coffee and a shot of whiskey, and start looking for a reality TV show to audition for. B, you wake up and have your live fluffer take care of little Jeremy, pour a glass of orange juice, and pop your VHS copy of Surreal Life Season 4, watching it with the blinds and your robe open. C, you wake up and start remembering all the hot chicks that you used to bang back in the day and how you even used to get paid for it. And then you remember that you're just today's Ron Jeremy, so you rub one out into a dirty sock. Catch the afternoon showing of Howard the Duck at the Dollar Show. Or D, make up your own answer and go.
I'm going C, sponsored by hashtag Igor's Lube.
All right.
Because Leah Thompson was in Howard the Duck and she looked good.
You know?
Yeah.
In that movie.
Okay.
Howard the Duck. These guys are not going to remember. These guys are not going to
No,
remember.
that's
Howard
so-
the Duck is all.
I've seen it.
Fun fact, I know what.
They're a little
the
fuzzy
duck
on
is.
VHS even. They're like, let's...
Oh,
Right.
no, I know.
Nah, dude, we had
I popped
Titanic on
those in.
VHS.
I still have a
I popped
VCR
those in
that
all the-
works.
3 VHS
I got
tapes
one,
made one thing of Titanic. No,
Oh, yeah.
I watched Kiss Meets the Fab of the Park on mine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bootleg VHS
I have a whole room
tapes.
of VHS tapes still.
He has a whole room
I
of
got rid
Kiss.
of all mine, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd probably write my own Igor's Lube commercial because it's quite simple.
Yeah.
You just come up with a bunch of slogans, record them as Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely. See, we need to get this guy on board. Him and Pee Wee Herman.
Secret word, Igor's Lube.
Get both of them in the commercial together with Ace Parsley.
Yeah.
Chose one.
I think I'll go with C, man.
C?
Howard the Duck. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with the duck.
Or rubbing one out there.
Right. There wasn't anything negative in that one, you know?
It's not negative. Maybe if there are people watching.
There was a decline in awesomeness, but, you know, he was pretty up there. So, you know, there was room to move.
I mean, I'm going to do what I normally do, with the exception of I'm going to watch Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Why not?
That's the actual finale. Today.
Right.
Exactly. Everything else is just the normal day. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just a Tuesday.
No, I definitely am going with the Howard the Duck as well. That's
Howard the
what
Duck.
I would be doing. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna make up my own because what I understand is he does like comedy shows now, so that'd be pretty fun to do. It's just like
I think he does. Wasn't he at the Token a few months back?
I think so. So yeah, like that would be my typical days. Like I just go and do my comedy.
Actually, he was. I do remember him being a token. All right, yeah.
Igor's Loop, man. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Dude, can you imagine we get Ron Jeremy to be a spokesperson for Igor's Loop?
Yeah.
This is
And
like
Pee Wee Herman.
and Pee Wee Herman. This is like Bill and Ted. Like
Little children.
we get Eddie Van Halen.
Excuse me, Usher. I'm trying to rub one out.
Use that. We'll probably get him to do it.
I'm trying to use the lube.
That's terrible.
Question number 3.
All right, so question number 3. After rubbing another one out
Oh my gosh, it's Fist of Fury.
and having your manager shave your back and taint, you drift off to sleep with visions of all the hot porn chicks that you used to bang all those years ago. But now, morning has broken and a new day has dawned. Today you feel odd again as you open your eyes and at first thought you have been at first thought you had been covered with mud or poop. But as your vision begins to focus, you soon realize that you have switched bodies with the intergalactic mobster Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, wow. Man.
As Jabba the Hutt, what would you most want to be remembered for? A, you were a ruthless gangster that kept Han Solo hanging on his wall like a NASCAR collector plate from Lifetime magazine. B, eat whole frog-like creatures straight from the bowl where they're still alive and maintaining a figure that resembles a lopsided soft-serve turd. B, you look like a lopsided turd. Come on now.
I thought it was funny.
just kind of cocked sideways, like, yeah, I know. A sideways turd worm. Having super hot princess in gold bikini. Oh, let's start over again. Having a super hot princess in a golden bikini chained to your throne, but nobody thought anything was going on because no one at the prop department could imagine what Jabba's dick should look like. And neither did you until just now. What's Jabba the Hutt's dick look like?
Probably like a sideways turd. You know?
That turd had a child.
It looks like like another Jabba.
No, it looks like a corn kernel.
Yeah.
I think you guys are disturbing the fact that you're actually thinking about it.
I bet you he doesn't even know. Like,
that's the point of
there's
just a
no
few
way
questions.
he's
They
seen
get you thinking, man. Get your brain.
All right, what's D?
D is when the reporter from the Empire Gazette shows up. Investigators on the scene told him that you were found dead with a chain wrapped around your neck and that you were clearly a victim of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Hell yeah.
Like Michael Hutchins and David Carradine. And go. And there is a wild card answer.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I thought D was pretty clever. I'm going with D.
You're going with D.
Hoping somebody else will choose a wild card because I still want to know what the
Wild card, secret word. Secret word. I'll go with the wild card.
Wild card is you would be hoped to be noticed, best known for subtitles.
yeah. That is totally sick.
That's weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
I'm going to go with B because frog-legged creatures and, you know, eating them. That's what I want to be known for if I could do that. So
I would like a dish of them and those little spider creatures from the Dark Crystal that ran across the table.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
If you could, like, contain them all in an eating area.
You'd eat
yeah,
them?
that
Without them
sounds
running away.
appetizing, man.
All right. And continue. Oh, my God.
Aaron.
Jesus.
He don't even know.
C. No, C.
C. Oh, because the hot Princess Leia, and now nobody knows what you're already thinking about what the dick looks like.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody got a good mental picture.
Yep.
Of Jabba's.
So,
Little Jabba.
guys.
Little Jabba.
Little Jabba.
Little Jay.
The only Star Wars I've seen is the
He hasn't
Family
seen
Guy
Star Wars.
Jabba was in.
I'm sure you know who Jabba the Hutt is.
I do. The wild card. I'll just pick the wild card because I don't really know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you already picked the wild card. We went this way this time.
No, we
didn't.
Like that.
Who called wild card?
That was
Yeah.
Stack.
Dead.
They're sick, you.
All right. Bonus question.
Boner question.
Oh, no. Number 2. Number 4.
Do you think that Jabba's dick would look more like a baby Ruth or more like Mr. Hanky without a hat?
Mr. Hanky without a hat.
All right. Okay, we can all agree on that one then, right? Now we've all focused. See, we all had this kind of an idea, and now we've all focused it together.
Yeah.
And now we've got it, see?
Got the answer.
Come together.
Baby Ruth.
Oh, my God. And now it is time. Lightning strikes. Kit is a Firebird or a Thunderbird?
He's a Firebird.
Correct, he is a Firebird.
Lightning strikes again.
Kit was voiced by William Daniels or Daniel Williams?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Shoot. I don't know.
William Daniels.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah!
No, you are right. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Nice.
Cool. Nice. Ron Jeremy was in a movie called Fury of the Fist and the Golden Fleece.
False.
True.
I don't.
You gotta all come together.
True, man.
Come together. Sure.
I say false. I'm sticking with my
I'm going to say false, too.
So most people say false?
Sure.
Okay, so the answer is the final answer is false.
False.
Oh,
Don't listen to me.
He was in a movie. That's right. That called
listen to Kev,
but
you
I don't
know?
blich it's a porno though.
Probably.
If it was, then you would know for sure.
Dave would know.
I would probably, yeah. Well, I can go check my collection.
Was that porno that Meryl Streep was in?
Is Ron Jeremy's penis longer or shorter than 9 inches?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that.
GeneSimmonsVault.com. I don't know.
You can always answer that by saying, well, I would have to guess.
I
don't even want to guess on that. I'm going to say shorter, man. I'll guess.
One for shorter.
I don't know, man, because the dude's known for being the hedgehog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
very small.
Assume,
kinda.
Guess is longer.
We got one for shorter, one for longer.
I'll say
wild card.
wild card.
Igor's up.
Longer.
Yeah. One for longer.
Short. Middle. No, I don't know. I'll just say longer.
Longer. So we got 3 longer.
I'm gonna say it is 9 inches.
Damn.
That's the wild card.
It's longer than 9 inches.
Huh.
That's a big winker, man.
That is.
A winker.
Sorry, man. Yeah, because, it squirts in her eye and then she's got a wink. Like,
Tallywhacker.
Yeah, I've only seen him in Orgasmo and Boondock Saints.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in Boondock Saints.
Yeah, he was in both of those.
yeah, he does some non-porno stuff, too.
Well, he does comedy movies about pornos.
Yeah. Jabba the Hutt. Ladies' man or just a bad date?
Ladies' man.
Get shot or tossed into the Earth's tooth-filled vagina?
Tooth-filled vagina.
Eaten by the rancor.
I'd rather get shot.
The Rancor, yeah.
Not the Sarlacc thing.
Not the Rancor. It's the Earth's tooth-filled vagina. So what was that thing called?
Sarlacc.
It was in the
Sarlacc.
Starlight Express. Starlight Express. Starlight Express. I don't know.
What is...
It's past his bedtime, man.
What is wrong with you today?
The answer is get shot. I'd much rather get shot because remember you would be digested over the course of 1,000 years.
That's what I want, man.
Man, you are a strange cat today, too.
I know.
He likes it.
Man.
Where'd you guys go for breakfast, man?
Holiday Grill.
Nice talking to you.
Don't eat the pancakes.
Oh, yeah. No, I got you.
We did. Hash browns are wonderful.
And that has been Just a Few Questions.
Alrighty, folks. Just a Few Questions can be heard live during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern on Sundays right here on Alien X Radio and all these other fine radio stations that you're listening to this show on. So we're going to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification, and we will be back with hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, which will be jam-packed with music for your vajir holes, more ridiculous stuff, some punchlines, and the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions. So go nowhere.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cooling. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
So you're tired. You work and work, your job is not secure, and the pay sucks. You've got student loans, credit card debts, nagging relatives, and so on. In short, you're burned out, stressed, exhausted. But you know what? Celebrities have it even worse. They have similar problems, except for the working hard part. Plus, many have millions of dollars. So when you think you're tired, you have no idea what you're talking about. Celebrity problems are more important than yours because they are famous. So the next time you hear about one of our beloved celebrities checking into a $10,000 a day clinic in Beverly Hills for exhaustion, don't throw down your hard hat or slam down the want ads in murderous rage. Just sit there in your crappy little apartment you can barely afford and think of ways that you might be able to help that poor, ever so exhausted, spends more on one outfit than you make in a decade celebrity. This has been a public service announcement about celebrity exhaustion.
I can't take it anymore.
Hey, hi, Bob.
Hi, Fred.
What's the matter, Bob? You're looking a little down on the mouth.
No, doctor says I'm not getting enough fiber.
You know, Bob, 4 out of 5 doctors say 9 out of 10 Americans in 6 out of 7 surveys in 12 out of 13 cities are not getting enough fiber in their diet.
Well, what can I do?
Do what I do, Bob. I start my day with a healthy breakfast, eggs, toast, juice, and a hearty bowl of fruit and fiberglass cereal. Here, try some.
Fruit and what?
Fiberglass, Bob. Fruit and fiberglass cereal.
Well, there's almost more fiberglass than fruit.
And there's another great thing about fruit and fiberglass cereal. You can even use the leftovers to insulate your home.
You mean just one bowl can lower my heating bill by 30%?
Yes, new fruit and fiberglass cereal from the makers of Hall & Oates with cinnamon and raisins, now in new honey and asbestos flavor.
It's delicious.
All the food groups are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
I used to be a nice girl. Until Alien Stone took me for a ride in his mothership. Now I'm an intergalactic hottie. Thank you, Alien Stone.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Get out!
We were doing this long before you came in, sir.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
When a man loves a woman very much, the man gives the woman $20.
We had a dog 20 years old. My brother gave it to me when he got married. Isn't that terrible? You give a kid a puppy. You don't give a kid a 20-year-old dog. Come on, what kind of tricks can you teach a 20-year-old dog? Come on, try to stand.
All right, everybody, welcome. It's hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. We are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, the United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Networks, and in syndication and replay around the world on fantastic stations like WRFN 1025 in the UK, WRPR Rat Pack Radio in Florida, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prod Core, Pure Rock, Good Talk, Mile High, and K89 Radio, as well as 920 WON the Apple, 24.7 The Stream, and 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, and a big shout out to everybody listening on the IRN Internet Radio Network. Folks, it is the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. The Alien X lines are open at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. I don't care what you want to talk about. I'll talk about it, okay? Whatever. Okay, just watch your mouth and be respectful, and we'll take care of that. We'll talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. I know it's kind of hard. With all the stuff that's going on in this world, everybody goes, hey, let's have a reasonable and calm and rational conversation about this subject. 10 minutes later, someone is being held down to the ground while they're being punched in the face. Or there's like all these posts that are getting blocked from Facebook now because they're all like saying horrific things. They're screaming at each other. You got to remember, folks, at some point you have to realize that the other person you're talking to is not going to change their opinion. Okay? So you either have to let them have their opinion or you have to walk away. One or the other. They can have their opinion. That's okay. There's a lot of people on Facebook that have an opinion that's different than mine. A lot of people on Facebook that have a different opinion than mine. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. As long as they are willing to let me have my opinion, I'm totally willing to let them have theirs. That's how that works, folks. And if we can't coexist with those opinions, and as long as we're able to not talk about those opinions, then we can still coexist, right? Let's do that. Let's just try to do that, folks. When you realize that you're beating your head against a wall, okay, just realize that you're not going to get through that way, okay? There's a door over there that you guys have been using this whole time. Just keep using that, okay? Because over here, there's no wall, or there's no door, okay? What am I talking about? I don't know. I lose track. Music from the Vajir Holes on the way. The brand spanking this new episode of Just a Few Questions and much, much, much more. So, what are we going to play for your Vajir? Let's go to the Alien X Radio folder. This is not the top tracks folder. This is the stuff that's been playing and playing and playing on the station. Let's go to the top track. Let's go in here. Boom. Let's find somebody we haven't played in a while. That's what it is. See, top tracks gets repeated a lot. You see what I'm saying? We don't need to do that all the time. We need to switch stuff up. Like, how about Black Heron? We haven't played this tune in a while. This one's not actually. They got a lot of songs in the top tracks folder, but not this particular one. The Viper is the name of this tune. They were the band that was just answering just a few questions at the end of last hour. So check them out when you can. Black Heron in the Detroit area, and Viper, the name of this tune, on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
David Warren. You're listening to Alien X Radio.
What's up? This is Chris.
This is Rob K from the Creeping Chaos, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. distractions. The main objective, keep the asses in those seats. A misdemeanor treated like a light infraction. Just serve up cold revenge, but make it sweet. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice. We get a sunlight from carcinogenic coffins. Kentucky Fried Skin, George Hamilton style. And everybody's out to get something for nothing. So damn litigious lawsuits make us smile. Well, there are many ways to sail the somber waters and other avenues that make it redirect. Don't ride upon the vehicle, then misdirection steers. Complacency is what a fool accepts. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice. Everybody's out to get something for nothing, and life is so much better on the net. The grammar school of Jersey turn signals are extinct, so I just write and jam and sing these songs until I'm dead. Well, there are many ways to sail the somber waters and other avenues that make it redirect. Don't ride upon the vehicle, then misdirection steers. Complacency, that's what a fool accepts. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please, no, not that.
Cherry's a girl who wanted to be taken seriously,
I am going to be a reporter.
but her body kept getting in the way.
Pretty girl, you could be a model. Sometimes I just wish I were a guy.
No, you don't. The male body needs sex at all times. It's a living hell.
So to prove to the men in her life she had a mind, Cherry decided to try life as a guy.
How do I look?
Dashing.
My zipper's open.
That was the dashing part.
What a fox. Dresses like Elvis Costello. Looks like the Karate Kid. I'm gonna get him.
Today's woman has the freedom to be just as sick and perverted as us guys.
She learned their secrets.
I have surprise jock inspections 3 times a week. A word to the wise.
And dated their women.
Yeah, but I got this one rule. I never go out with girls who say bitch.
Now the question is,
What's going on?
Wait, it gets better.
can a girl tell the boy she loves
Terry's such a stallion. Go on, show me hairy chest.
she's not the man he thinks she is?
Wait a minute, are those what I think they are?
Yep, it's one of a kind. My bro.
Just one of the guys.
Just
Confused. Of course you're confused. You're wearing my underwear.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8990. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on. Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks, it is once again time for the punchlines. As always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube at www.igorslube.com and, of course, at Facebook. Some of the new things you might want to consider when thinking about Igor's Lube products. The Igor's Tailgater Deterrent System. That's right, the Igor's Tailgater Deterrent System. It's kind of like in the old school days when you see like the spy cars drop an oil slick. What's slicker than the oil slick? Igor's Lube and his Tailgate Deterrent System. Patent pending. So now it's time for the punchlines, and apparently it's time for a big giant wad of phlegm to come up for in the middle of me talking. So, folks, we're going to go back to 1965 for a moment here. I had this really cool thing I could have played where it goes, Pointless Inventions of History! Music played and everything, but it's not ready. This is definitely a pointless invention of history. A bunch of medical professionals got together in a room, compared notes, and thought that this was the future of medicine right here, baby. This was going to take over the entire process. 1965. I guess laying on your back with your legs in a stirrup and pushing a baby out had become outdated in 1965 and thought that's not the way to do this anymore. No, I'm not talking about the emergency things like C-sections and stuff like that. No. I'm not talking about water births where you're squatting in a bathtub. No. These medical professionals all got together, designed and patented it. It is an actual patent. Thank God I don't know what the testing process was, but thank God it's not in use today. Does anybody know what centrifugal force is? For those of you who don't seem to understand science at all, and there's a lot of you, centrifugal force is, let's say you were on a merry-go-round, and you're sitting on the little horse, and the merry-go-round is going round and round and round and round at that nice little soft speed. It's you know, you're going around there, and you're having a good time. Now imagine that the meth head, carny, ex-Turkish prisoner that's running the thing, let's say he had a spasm from his crack addiction, and he pushed the thing, and it went into some regular crazy speed thing, and it started whipping around at a ridiculous speed. Well, if it goes too fast, centrifugal force is what's going to throw you off of that horse and out of the merry-go-round and onto the ground. And you don't want to be on the ground at a carnival. That's where all the vomit and uneaten corn dogs are. Okay? So that's centrifugal force. Now, these doctors thought it would be a good idea to take a pregnant lady who's about to give birth, strap her on this big round thing, her head right in the middle, and of course, her bottom half towards the outer edge of the circle. They strap her head down and something over her face to keep her eyeballs from popping out, I guess. I don't know. Then, of course, a series of other straps holding her in place, her legs up in the stirrup-type position and strapped at the ankles. Their thought process was oh, wait, I forgot about it. Well, I'll tell you that in a second. So their thought process was they will turn this machine on and start it slowly spinning, and then it will speed up and speed up and speed up and speed up and speed up until centrifugal force pops the baby out of the uterus. This pops right out, right? Alien Stone, what do you mean? Now you got a baby flying through the sky? No. That's where the net comes in. That's right. These doctors thought that the best way to keep the baby from splatting on the wall would be to have it caught in a net. So there's a net that goes all the way around this machine. But Alien Stone, there's a cord and all kinds of bad things. Well, I'm assuming, I don't know, because this is just a sketch. Which, by the way, I can't believe I never even pulled up this picture. Here, let me pull it up for you. There it is. There's the diagram. Everybody's jumping to their computers right now. Really, I need to see a visual of this. That's it right there. Oh, this is the first time I've actually noticed the net. See, they were talking about the net being on the outer sides, edges of this. But now in the picture, I can see the net is being worn like droopy underwear. Okay, yes, it's like droopy underwear. So the baby will pop out and caught right in a crotch net, I guess. And doctors signed off on this, enough so to take it to the patent office, who also signed off on this. I guess you could patent anything, really. Good or bad, useful or not. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, that has definitely been the punchlines. In your face. All right, folks. So what we're going to do is take a short break, pause in the action for station identification, a moment to introduce you to our sponsors, and, of course, a sports update from the Prospect. And when we return, it's time for the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions, Vending Machine Madness. Right after this. Go nowhere.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
What is up, sports fans? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The LA Lakers have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs, which sucks for the team as a whole, but more importantly for a specific player. While the team did their part, which unfortunately was not enough against the Phoenix Suns, former Laker Magic Johnson ripped guard Dennis Schroeder for his lackluster performance, saying in an interview with LA's AM 570, quote, "I don't think he brings the winning mentality and attitude we need," end quote. Harsh words for the former president of the organization, who is usually known for pulling his punches when talking about the team he called home many years ago. No telling if his words will influence the current front office, but with someone as famous as him, he still may be able to shake things up. Speaking of shaking things up, many teams have parted ways with their coaches, some of them that were just in the playoffs. The Orlando Magic have dismissed Steve Clifford after 3 seasons with the team. The decision was made after several lengthy meetings between Clifford and the front office, and both have made an agreement to part ways. The Portland Trailblazers have fired coach Terry Stotts after 9 seasons and a dismal first-round exit against the Denver Nuggets. Stotts was the second winningest coach in franchise history with 402 wins and 8 straight playoff appearances. But the most shocking one of all is the Boston Celtics needing a new coach, but for a different reason. Brad Stevens had been promoted from head coach to team president after it was announced that Danny Ainge has decided to step down from that position. Stevens says that he feels, quote, invigorated by his new position and will do, quote, what's best for the Celtics, end quote. When you're the face of a team, your influence can be felt everywhere. Just ask former Laker Magic Johnson, and he doesn't even play anymore. But Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers does, at least for now with the Cheeseheads. The drama is still hot within the organization after drafting a quarterback this year, and it's felt not only from the players who have voiced their opinion on the matter, but the fans as well, who saw Rodgers as a savior after he took over for Brett Favre years ago. The sight of seeing Rodgers leave has been weighing heavily on the Packers faithful, and with no end in sight, it may spell doom for the team at a discipline standpoint. Coach Matt LaFleur and General Manager Brian Gutekunst have visited Rodgers during the offseason and have had lengthy talks that highlighted his concern, such as not taking the past few drafts seriously and bringing in players the team needs, and rather taking those that might replace him, such as Jordan Love last year. Rodgers stated in an interview that he has no ill will for his projected successor, but has instead questioned the culture of the organization, saying in part, quote, "I love Jordan. He's a great kid. Love the coaching staff, my teammates, the fan base. It's just kind of about a philosophy and maybe forgetting that it's about the people that make things go. It's about character, it's about culture, it's about doing things the right way," end quote. Hopefully his words will be heard before his footsteps are. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Saying until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love. Igor's lube? Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The highly anticipated rock anthem of 2021 has arrived. The Dead Daisies return with Like No Other off the chart-topping album Holy Ground. Glenn Hughes, Doug Aldrich, David Lowy, and Tommy Klepetos unleash Like No Other 2021. Get the album Holy Ground now. And request Like No Other 2021 on your rock station. And check out tour dates kicking off June 23rd at thedeaddaisies.com. Holy Ground, Like No Other 2021. The Dead Daisies 2021 is about to get louder.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
It's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, it is once again that time. It is time to answer just a few questions, and this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Try out his brand new turkey gravy flavored mayonnaise. Igor's Bird Batter. Here, batter, 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 yum. Now available in the 1 gallon Easy Splat Vat. Oh, yes, this is another fantastic product from Igor's Lube in his empire. So, are you ready to answer just a few questions, sir?
As ready as I shall ever be, my friend.
That's right. You can only be so ready, like a dog in the car for a turn. Never happened.
Coming in hot.
Question number 1.
Question number one. We have seen the delivery industry boom during the shutdown. No one wanted to go outside, so they had everything brought to them. There was nothing you could not get online and have shipped safely to your front door. Now that things are opening back up and more people are beginning to go outside again, the businesses are poised to receive customers in their stores again, but people are still afraid. They are still worried about being in public with the actual public. They want to leave the house, but they don't want to go inside any other place. So, you have decided not to open a brick and mortar store or business. You will instead develop a complete line of convenient vending machines that will contain the items people need but won't go in a store or in a shop to get and don't want to wait for delivery. These machines will be outside and, of course, at least 6 feet apart from each other. Let's start with the basics. Pizza has always been the king of delivery food. Are you not You're gonna try to dispute that? King of delivery is pizza, no question about it. Okay. Well, one phone call and 30 minutes later, you are eating a delicious pie with your favorite toppings. So, people walking by can order a hot and freshly prepared pizza from the touch screen. Let's build your pizza vending machine. First, what will you do to make your machine different? I mean, it's already different. You're going to have a pizza vending machine. I mean, I know I've heard of this before, but it's not too common. Okay, so A, design it to look like the old Zoltar fortune-telling machine from the movie Big, but instead of Zoltar, you'll install a stereotypical animatronic Italian chef that won't be insulting or offensive at all. B, you could add a trap door to a pit of spikes for people who order pineapple and anchovies. Or C, place a warning sign that says touching the screen after the last 200 people is far and away more risky than walking into the pizza palace and ordering the pie at the counter. So it's going to be A, B, or C. Warning about the diseased screen that you're ordering from, trapdoor for the pineapple anchovy people, or Zoltar, the Italian chef, stereotypical, what you want on your pizza pie?
I gotta go with the Italian chef, to be honest with you.
Right, I see, but boy, oh boy, it won't take long for the cancel culture to get you.
I mean, God forbid somebody put anchovies on a pizza. That's gross as ugh.
Exactly, dude.
You know, so I mean,
that's Daddy Mac nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, come on. That's basically just salt in the shape of a fish. Yeah. So that's what you do with that. So number 2 on this is people need their drinks. They're up next. What will be in your drink machine? A, soda, water, and Gatorade. B, coffee, Red Bull, and 5-hour energy shots. Or C, Igor's internal sterilization smoothies, mango, bleach, passion peroxide, and Corona Colada. Remember, we're moving forward in this world, man. Soda, water, Gatorade, coffee, Red Bull, 5-hour energy, or Igor's internal sterilization smoothies, mango, bleach, passion peroxide, and Corona Colada.
That's so awesome.
See, these are boxes that I need to make. Like, you give somebody like a real drink, but you put that on the outside of it.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be funny.
I'll go with C.
All right, so it's the Igor's internal sterilization smoothies.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's 3 episodes that have made their way in.
Can I have the Italian chef be like Igor's voice? Or
the Italian the Italian chef will be Igor's voice?
Yeah. Or Igor or
Igor's
or be Igor, what?
Igor doing the voice of an Italian chef.
Yeah.
It's an Italian smooth. I can't do that. I don't think that would work.
All right, move on.
Maybe just the Swedish chef instead. Squirt. No? And the last one on here is, what will your warning label say on your coffee cups? A, hot, 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 hot. B, don't be stupid, this is coffee, and that means it's hot. Or C, remember that lady who burned her coochie with coffee? Yeah, don't be that lady.
Oh, it's going to be all 3 of them.
All 3 of them, man. They're giving no room for a logo.
Hot, 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 all the way around the top and the bottom parts.
And that says, don't be stupid, this is coffee, that means hot.
Yep. And then on each side of the coffee cup, we'll have one of those things on there.
About the coochies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even a picture of her with a circle and a slash to her. Yeah, and a scarred coochie. No, then people wouldn't drink it.
No, that would be only on the venti sizes.
Gotta have more room on the cup.
Gotta have more room in the cup. It's gotta be a venti.
That's right. Why wasn't that on the cup? There wasn't enough room. You have to upsize for that. Okay?
It's Italian for large, yo.
Bringing us to
question number 2.
Question number 2. Now you have a drink machine that will contain a wide variety of products, but you will have to add a feature. You will have an add-on feature. a secondary menu of things that you can add to your drinks. Here are a few of for each of those beverages. Choose the ones that you will be adding buttons for. So, you know how like if you got coffee, you could hit the cream button or you can hit the sugar button. Okay? So what are you going to add? So first one here is people love to add things to their coffee. What can they add? A shot of Bailey's Irish Cream. B, goat's milk infused with crack cocaine.
Hell yeah.
Or C, the ingredients and directions to make coffee at home for pennies on the dollar without impeding traffic by sitting into a quarter-mile long drive-through line that wraps around the building and out into the street. Goat's milk infused with crack cocaine. That is bad stuff. I'm just saying, man. You want to wake up? That's the coffee to wake you up, baby.
Man, I'm going with that.
Catch a buzz and a felony.
As much as I think the goat's milk,
you might get in trouble. You think someone might raid your machine?
I think we might get raided with that one. I think we could ask or bringing in the total wrong clientele, and we're not going to accept bridge cards. So
wow,
we're going to go with C.
You're going to go with C. So the ingredients are not just make your own damn coffee at home and not sit in a line out into traffic, impeding traffic.
Yeah.
Because it's real easy to make,
There's support groups for you guys, and if there's not, there needs to be one because it's just ridiculous. I don't get it.
If the line is more than one person, I mean, come on, it's coffee. All right, so next one is people are more health conscious today than ever before. What will you offer them? Individually wrapped vegetables to avoid cross-contamination. Like, I would like some broccoli. Broccoli comes out in a little bag. I would like a carrot. Carrot comes out, wrapped in a little bag. Or B, a giant fiber muffin and an instructional video on how to use the 3 seashells for future power dumps.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got C. While enjoying your product of choice, you can hook up to the machine for a quick blood pressure test, STD screening, or echocardiogram. Can't get to see the doctors a little more,
I'm going to go with B and C.
You're going to go with B and C. All right.
Yeah. First,
right. Giant fiber muffin tells you how to use the 3 seashells.
Yeah, nobody wants a. There ain't nobody out there that wants an individually,
Wait, can I have one little piece of asparagus, please? I want some asparagus and a little.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I want my pea to stink later.
Yeah. Peas already come in a pod.
Can you imagine individually wrapped peas?
Or little pieces of corn.
Right, they did totally misunderstood. And honey buns? B, chocolate-covered insects, kimchi, and aged sushi? Or C, Tide Pods, nose condoms, and randomly selected live sea creatures that will battle you to the death. Please note that if you select those live creatures and accidentally let them get away, they may grow up to be kaijus and destroy Tokyo. And we just got booted off of everything again.
I am going to be good. I think on this one, dude, I have to stick with the classics. Because you called out all the classics with the potato chips, honey bun, and candy bars. So that is what I'm going to do. Stick with A.
Stick with A, the classics, A. So individually, the potato chips,
yes,
candy
potato
bars,
chips, candy bars,
and honey buns. Just don't let Igor re-envision any of those products. Because remember, what was that one he had? The grape and raisin stuffed something or other. It was a horrible idea. I don't know what he was thinking.
Peanut butter bars, don't mess with. My little Debbie's nutty bars and the Star Crunch things. Don't mess with those. Leave them alone, Igor.
Leave them alone. Don't be putting
they already are perfection.
Chunks of garlic in there or something weird.
Yeah.
So, by the way, we are completely off of video now.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It actually now says unknown error. Doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
So, next one would be Now that people are going back to the bars, that means...
And they are too, dude.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
Well, that means they're going to be drinking more, right?
Exactly.
That means they're going to be partying more.
Yep.
And that also means there's going to be a lot more one-night stands.
Giggity!
Otherwise known as the Doink and Dash.
Mastered it back in the day.
What do you load into the machine for these folks? A.
Yes, I got it perfectly.
Tampons and condoms.
Nope.
B. STD symptoms and self-diagnosis chart with pictures.
Nah, you'll see that anyway.
Or C. Plan B pills and chastity belts. You could always make up your own answer.
Oh, I'm definitely making up my own
He's
answer.
like, yeah.
Yeah, sponsored by Igor. We're going to have the Igor's, what is it? The hump and, the dip and dash?
Oh, the Doink and Dash.
The Doink and Dash combo pack or tri-pack, whatever you want to call it, but it's going to have to include a little tube of lube.
Oh,
okay.
Dude.
Okay,
The Igor's Doink and Dash bug out bag.
Yes. My man. Write it down. Bug out bag. Igor's bug out bag. Okay. Which will include a tube of lube. Okay. Baby wipes for the horror bath cleaning. Okay. And a small bottle of your favorite cologne.
You gotta get rid of that smell.
You gotta get rid of the stank when you're done with it, dude.
What happens if you accidentally got stripper glitter or stripper dust on you, which is glitter?
Oh.
And what if the stripper was wearing glitter?
Maybe then some Igor's glitter removal.
Igor's glitter remover. Actually, it's Igor's stripper dust remover.
Yes, the stripper dust remover.
Igor's stripper dust stripper. Wow.
Oh, now you're just making stuff complicated. Look at all this
Look
stuff.
at this, dude.
See?
There's a lot of stuff.
They can't see nothing.
No, they can't.
So, either way.
All right, so.
And for the deluxe one, okay?
The deluxe.
You can have the Igor's. But wait!
Act now! If you act now.
Then you can have the Igor's STD tester for the post STD tester.
That's right.
Added for a low price.
The Swab and Bob.
Yup.
Or the Bob and Swab.
For your favorite sloppy toppy.
Depending on whatever order you want to go in. All right, so now that people are going... Oh, wait, we already said that, right? So you made all that stuff up, didn't you? You added a bunch of things.
Oh, yeah, man. You didn't write all that down? No. Playback.
It was pretty much all of this stuff.
What is it? The
STD...
That's a dip and dash.
Oh, the Doink and Dash.
Doink and Dash. Igor's Doink and Dash bug out bag.
Complete with lube, baby wipes for the whore shower, or the whore bath, and your favorite cologne. Cologne of choice. Wow. They have like great names for the colognes too, like Ball Sweat is one name.
Dude, and I'm not, bro, the Manscaping Club thing, or not the club, when I got that Manscaper, they have the ball deodorant lotion.
Yeah.
All nice, musky smell, and then the refresh spray, dude. That actually tingles your nuts a little bit.
When you're
all sweaty.
So you're saying you're going steady with a spray bottle right now,
bro? I'm just saying the hot, sweaty days just kind of, and it kind of like tingles and cools things down.
Are you saying they're trying to mess with Igor's Skin Bridge cooling gel? Are they competing?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think we better check the patent on it, to be completely honest with you.
I'm telling you right, man. We're patting something down. Bonus question for this one is...
A boner question.
I haven't had a bonus question in a while. What two items could you include that would render the Plan B and chastity belt useless? A, morals, restraint, and common sense? Or condoms in the jaws of life?
Condoms in the jaws of life.
Yeah. This sounds all right to me.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
We will accept your answer. Judges, yes. Bringing us to
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Now that we have addressed the most common of our products, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of the vending machine future. What are the 2 biggest areas you could cash in? Panic buying and vices, of course. People have always had their desires, addictions, and vices. Now, they are also into panic buying. I know, weird combo, right? But here we are. Let's start with the latest trend, and that's panic buying for sure. All we need to hear is something is going to happen, and they go running to the store to empty the shelves and fill their homemade bomb shelters and radiation tubes. So, what are you going to put in your vending machine for the panic buyers? A, bottled water, Spam, and batteries. B, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and freeze-dried coffee. Or C, Aunt Jemima syrup, Land O'Lakes butter, Uncle Ben syrup, Eskimo pies, and Mr. Potato Heads. Panic buying, the reason is different.
Well, the first 2 are too obvious.
Yeah? Remember, they're buying this stuff because they think, oh my God, they're not going to have it anymore.
Yeah.
So if you are a reasonable person, what do you think out of all those items will we not have anymore?
What was the second one?
Second one was hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and freeze-dried coffee.
Go with that one.
You're going to go with that one. See, I myself would have went with the Aunt Jemima syrup, Land O'Lakes butter, Uncle Ben's rice, Eskimo pies, and Mr. Potato Heads, because if things keep going the way they go, those won't be available in the future, whereas hand sanitizer, toilet paper, freeze-dried coffee, bottled water, Spam, and batteries will continue. Unless, of course, there's a nuclear bomb drop. And then you're going to screw down there in your radiation tube playing Mr. Potato Head.
I was more worried about the coffee, though.
Yeah?
See, if you would have added coffee in with the other one.
You could have said all the above.
I could have said all the above.
Yeah. Could have had all this. You've been down there
How
all
about, could I
wired on coffee
substitute-
and playing Mr. Potato Head.
See, that's just it. I'm not really down on the Mr. Potato Head thing.
Pouring syrup on
Yeah.
yourself.
And I wouldn't, I'd maybe buy one. I definitely wouldn't buy 2 or more of them. So if I could substitute Mr. Potato Head with the freeze-dried coffee, I would definitely take that one.
All right, there you go. So you don't have no room for Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, I think
we'll
I
get
don't
that
room
out of there,
for
and
Mr.
we'll go with the
Potato
coffee.
Coffee on that, and
All
I'll
right.
take that one then.
So now, people are stocked up on the things they think they will run out of as soon as the world crashes down around them. But there are many things that you may... Wow, I'm really bad at this thing. There are many things that you may not think about. Things that you may have trouble finding when the shit really hits the fan. Not the things we need, but the things we want, desire, and obsess over. Let's make sure people have access to these items. What items will you include? And what would you call the machines? Okay, so what items are you going to put in these machines, and you're going to name the machine itself.
All right.
So, the first machine that you could choose is rolling papers, grinders, pipes, and marijuana. The second one would be all the major alcohols like vodka, rum, and tequila. The third one, I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to go one at a time. Let's do the rolling papers, grinders, pipes, and marijuana. Would you call it Ray Ray's, Smoke in the Box, or other?
I like Smoke in a Box.
It's almost things like that should be something that gets sent to your house every month.
Yes. The Smoke of the Igor's
Smoke
of the Month Club.
Wow. See? Igor's Smoke Club. That'll remind me so I can actually write it down later. All right. So, you're gonna call it Igor's. What are you gonna call that vending machine? Or you went with Smoke in the Box?
Yes.
Smoke in the Box.
Smoke in a Box.
Next one is all the major alcohols like vodka.
Oh, wait, hold on. Igor's Puff. No, because Puff and stuff is actually out there already, isn't there?
Yeah. Puff and stuff.
Igor's High and Buys.
Igor's High and Buys. hear the jingle now.
There you go. I like it.
All right. You buy and you get high.
Yep.
All right. So, the next one is all the major alcohols like vodka, rum, and tequila.
Okay.
Would you call it A, the bartender, B, the drunk tank, or C, the liquor box?
I like the liquor box.
Oh, we're going to just change the spelling. And a hyphen. There we go, liquor box.
A couple capital letters in certain spots.
So not only is it like a vending machine bar, but it's almost a strip club vending machine bar.
Exactly.
So there must be like a video screen.
Yep.
Cool. Next one. Kind of could have saved that for this one.
$20 a beer.
Hookers and handguns.
Yes.
So hookers and handguns is what's going in this one. Are you going to call it A, loads, B, bullets and boobies, or C, the bang bang?
All three are respectful names there.
So what you do is then you line them up like pinball machines, where you're playing essentially the same game. You just change the lights and the flickers and the name of it. So you have 3 different vending machines all having the same product.
I like the bang bangs.
You like the bang bang?
Yeah.
Get your bang while you bang. The bang bang.
Can we call it like gang and bangs?
Wow. Now there's a capacity limit.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. And number 4, which is if you had chosen to go with all of these, let's say you could pick all of them. You do all these machines. Would you call it A, Lucky Strikes, B, Porky's, the vending machine, or C, what happens in Lost Vending stays in Lost Vending?
I like that one, dude. Good job out of you.
You like that one?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now let's address mental health and social anxiety.
Must we?
We must. What machines do you think would help with this? A, creative insults and complaints. Okay, so that would just give you, like, you put the money in there and we give you insults and complaints that you could utilize, okay? So you could call it the bitch box. Insults can be delivered via Facebook or in person. Just remember that insults delivered in person may result in the loss of hair or teeth. The next one is B, head-sized plastic bags and large zip ties. It's called the silencer. This product will stop the whining sound, but warning, use of this product could result in your incarceration. Head-sized plastic bags.
I'm already down with that one. Don't even go any further.
But we will. C, it cancels upsetting culture. It's called the Snowflake Time Machine.
Oh, man.
It deletes history as you see fit. Warning, may enlighten others as to your status as an ignorant douche canoe.
You know, I did say a secret word earlier.
Which word was that?
I said douche.
Well, that's a normal word.
Oh, yeah.
We say that all the time. I don't think we've gone through an episode without saying douche.
It's true.
I don't think we could.
What was that one again, though? What was the whole explanation of it?
The whole thing? You got creative insults and complaints,
right,
called the bitch box.
Yeah.
You got head-sized plastic bags with large zip ties called the silencer. Or cancels upsetting culture called the Snowflake Time Machine.
I'm going with B, man. I'm going with the zip ties and oversized
Zip ties.
bags.
You just got to be careful because it may result in your incarceration.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes 25 to life is worth it. I don't know.
I thought about it a couple times. Not gonna lie.
I saw a comedian once.
People suck.
I saw a comedian one time. He pointed out at a crowd. He goes, "How long have the two of you been married?" And they said, "We've been married for 50 years." It was 50 years? Wow. Do you realize that if you killed her on your wedding night, you'd be out by now? I was like, wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, that brings us to lightning strikes. Yes or no? From a vending machine. potato chips.
Yes.
Certainly. I've had many potato chips from vending machines. True or false? Alien Stone got a watch from a gumball machine at a bowling alley.
I'm going to say true.
It flew out, busted open, fell all apart. I put it back together with the battery that came with it. It lasted 5 years.
Good job.
That was not bad for a quarter.
Quay.
Yes or no from a vending machine? Pig's feet and collards.
No.
Negative.
Wouldn't get them from anywhere. So long event.
That's almost a secret word. Yes or no? Oh, wait, we just did that one. Should the Igor's Lube vending machine dispense tiny bottles for $1 or squirt in your hand for a quarter?
I'm going for a squirt in hand for a quarter.
Either one. I think it should be optional. The bottles would come out the side, but the squirt would be like right about that right height. You got to put your hand, Just saying. Yes or no from a vending machine? Candy bars.
Yes.
Of course. Any of candy bars. Paydays, Snickers, all of them. They're all good. In an episode of The Simpsons, Homer got his hand stuck in a vending machine. Why couldn't he use his other hand to free himself?
It was holding something.
I thought for sure you'd get this one.
Oh, bro, I haven't. Yeah.
It was stuck in another vending machine. He was dragging the vending machine, and then he looked over and he goes, "Oh, candy." And then you look at him later, and he had his hand stuck in 2 different vending machines. Dummy.
Must have watched it yesterday too. You got the whole idea from that.
This one of the episodes that stuck really good because it caught me off guard. I laughed so hard.
I'm gonna look it up when I get home though.
It just, he looked at it, he goes, "Oh, candy," and then it cuts to like someone's holding the phone up to him and his hand's stuck in both of them, and I was like just dying. Yes or no from anywhere on Earth? Pig's feet and collards.
For me, no.
No.
You fine.
No. Why do you want a dirty animal's foot that walks in its own poop and then pretty much the grass that you feed it? Ugh. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Vending machine sandwiches. Appropriately proportioned or clearly made by aliens or someone who has never eaten a sandwich before?
The yes.
Did you just say yes?
Yes.
Like everything, yes. Appropriately proportioned for aliens or people who have never eaten sandwiches before.
Thank you.
It's bread that makes you think of egg salad. Best name for a vending machine that dispenses straight razors and sharpened toothbrushes. The prison wallet or Yusuf's bathroom buddy?
I'm going to go with Yusuf's bathroom buddy.
That is correct because we have established in previous episodes that the prison wallet is a great name for a band.
Yes.
Prison wallet and their special guest. What was it? A special guest? Liquid Spam Tank.
I think it was
the special guest. Yep. So finally, yes or no? On the Bitchbox vending machine that dispenses creative insults and complaints, if the user chooses to send an insult via Facebook, would you include a feature that would allow the insult recipient to physically respond by activating a swing-out lever with a large steel-toe boot on the end of it, that swings up hard and deep into the user's vagina?
Would I do that?
Would you include that option?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
That's right. Armchair warriors.
Yeah. God, I had one last week too, man.
They're all big and bad, talking all kinds of stuff, and then all of a sudden a steel-toe boot comes swinging out of the machine. Soprano. Yes. Absolutely correct answer, sir. And that has been Just a Few Questions. All right, folks, that's all the time we have this week for the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Don't forget to tune in on Sundays at 12 noon Eastern for Inside the Mothership. Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying peace out.